Western New York, the site for this one. The new Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills.
Now, please welcome to their new home, your 2026 Buffalo Bills.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get the preseason started. And off we go from Orchard Park. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. The Bills offense heading out, led by their now 30-year-old quarterback, the MVP of the NFL a couple of seasons ago, Josh Allen.
Former MVP, Mike, just clearly one more box to check. It's hard to have a more accomplished NFL career than Josh Allen, but the conversation around the NFL and league circles continues to remain. When is Josh Allen going to take the Bills and get over the hump and find themselves in the Super Bowl? So a lot of hopes around the organization that this is the team, this is the roster they've built around him to accomplish just that. Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 12 yards to
Keon
go.
Coleman, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's got his man, that's Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Drive rolls on here with first down and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And now it's going to be third down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Wisnowski in there to punt. Kick is away. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. Greg, here comes the Panther offense led by Bryce Young. Big steps in year 3 for the now 4th-year quarterback out of Alabama, the former #1 overall pick.
And after a bit of an up-and-down start to his NFL career, in year 3, we saw the best of Bryce Young. We saw more glimpses of what we remember seeing in the Heisman Trophy days and the national title days. back at Alabama that led him to ultimately be the #1 overall pick. So now, year 4, expectations coming off the playoffs. Can he continue to build alongside Dave Canales in this young offensive roster? But tell you what, for the first time in a long time, Carolina has gone into a season without questions around the quarterback position, and a big part of that is just the improvement of Bryce Young.
3 yards the gain on that last completion, leaving a 2nd and 7. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Khalil Shakir returning for the Bills. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bills offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. And, Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
No, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And in motion is Coleman. On 1st down, Allen. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
At the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. A pass caught right side by Coleman. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Offense heading back out for the Panthers, and their coordinator is Brad Idzik. He is as intense and as focused as they come. All eyes on what's to come in this next possession. get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Young. He'll go up top with this one. And that is incomplete.
Certain receivers just have a knack for these contested catches, these 50-50 balls. They can time their jump and high point the ball and typically come down with it. In this case, really nice job by the defender. He's all over him, and he's not able to make the play.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Big Ed Oliver getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. Here's Sam Martin now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Allen now on 2nd down. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively, stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Out to his right. The rush gets there. He is down, back inside the 5.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall. But after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
The Bills bringing on the punt team, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. Whoa! And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no 1st downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bills' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll go again with Hubbard. Has some room inside the 30. And he'll finally be tracked down at the Bills' 21-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Throwing is Young. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
To throw, Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A 29-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Panthers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I know they get to 3. But I'll tell you what, Mike, you look around the league, the 4th down craze that's kind of taken and building a lot of momentum here. 4th and 1 in the red zone, I'm going for it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I just think you have to score touchdowns in this league to win over time. And especially if you can't get it yard with this offensive line, then you've got bigger problems.
To return, here's Ray Davis. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Allen. This one caught right side by Knox. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A run up the middle with Cook. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
The 48-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Well, save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
You know, those are the types of runs, Mike, that when you look back on last year is a big reason that James Cook led the league in rushing. Has great patience, lets his blocks develop, and then it's really the burst through the initial hole, and when he gets out in space, he's gone.
Once again, it's Cook. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
He's brought down at the 31. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's got his man. That's Coleman. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
First down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Hook. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
In motion, Shakir. Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. So after a drive of that length, I guess you feel like you want to come away with something, but you know, anytime you settle for a field goal, it always feels to me like for the defense, it's a win. So you put a drive like that together, it feels like you got to punch it in for 6 and don't really give themselves the opportunity.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return is Achan. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now Young gonna keep it himself. Uh-oh. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even on the scoreboard. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. Panthers football to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Young. First down throw there is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. McMillan comes in motion. On 2nd down, Young. That one complete to Leggett. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, they need 5. To throw is Young. He'll try to run for it. And he's fighting for those extra yards. Looks like he's just got enough to pick up the 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Brought down by Cole Bishop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Another run here with Hubbard. And nice work here. He's got the 1st down to about the 30-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
A give up the middle. It's Hubbard. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Here's Young. And his receivers blanketed. He'll just throw this one away, and it brings up 4th down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
On 4th down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bills' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, so they're going to end up losing a couple of yards. Not a good first down.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack, but there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. They get 18 on the pitching catch. 1st down, Buffalo.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Allen to throw again. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Play action. It's Allen. Got his man at the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And that's the reason the Bills traded for DJ Moore back during the offseason, so that he can make plays like this. You know, you think over the course of the Josh Allen era in Buffalo, you know, it's been a while since they've had a certified #1 receiver.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return is Achan. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Hubbard, he'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 9. Now Young. He's got his man. That's weekend. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 22 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On 1st down, it is Hubbard. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That one, take it in. That's Teteroa McMillan.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Panthers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line. Tershawn Wharton in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. 2nd and long coming up. From the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Carolina ball, so the Panther offense, and Teteroa McMillan coming back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Off-balance throw. It's complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. On the RPO, that's out to McMillan. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Nice grab there by last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year, Teteroa McMillan. He didn't take a lot of time to find his stride as the top target in Carolina. A nice relationship, a good connection with Bryce Young. Over 1,000 yards in his rookie campaign, and I still think he has a lot of room to grow.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Here comes Hubbard on a toss to the right, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Out of the shotgun, Young taking off. He'll try to get there. And he's going to get this down very close to the 1st down marker. Maybe a few inches short, however. So decision time coming up. It's 4th down.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. On play action, here's Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
On the handoff, this is Cook. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action now, and here's Allen. And caught with one hand. What concentration to bring it in. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, Mike, this is something that I think years ago coaches were like, use 2 hands. Don't practice catching and making bad habits. But I've seen it now for years. Guys work in practice, the jugs machine, catching balls on the side. They practice securing the ball from different angles with each hand individually. So this doesn't just come out on game day and they hope to catch it. This is something these guys work on, and it shows.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers' 28-yard line.
2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, Josh Allen. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
He'll run the draw with Cook. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. He'll try and run here with Cook. And he will get into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Extra point try by Bass. He knocks it through, and the Bills make the lead 4. It is 17 to 13.
Panthers 13.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The Panthers offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Young. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll throw complete to Chuba Hubbard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down. To throw is Young. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. So, halftime straight ahead. And we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Young. That one complete to Leggett. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
At the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 1. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And this will be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Center leads him to the line for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Hubbard. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The ball carrier.
Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
McMillan, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Young. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He had the touchdown on the previous drive. Give him 8 to start this one.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
2nd down, they need 2 yards. Now Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. quickly to Shakir on the RPO. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
Allen gonna throw for it. That one on target to Moore. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
At the 23-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. To throw again, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman.
Complete to Coleman. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Cook. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Pass now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Bills 24, Panthers 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Hubbard. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Tommy Tremble, the tight end, the man he was looking for there. It's 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
21 yards.
Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down. Out of the shotgun, Young. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down. To throw, Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. Here's Young to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back the 17-yard line.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
On 4th down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This from 34 yards. That one is good. And the Panthers are able to get it back within a score.
You know, it's very similar to when a receiver drops a pass, Mike. You're hoping the very next play they throw it to you, you can kind of atone and put it behind you. Same thing for a kicker. You miss an early one, give me another shot. Let me see one go through the uprights, and goes a long way putting that one to rest.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And we'll knock him down up beyond the 30. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Whoa! And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
Going to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
First down.
Doesn't matter
First
the level
and
of
10
football,
at the
Mike. If they can't
47-yard
stop
line.
it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. Got to imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
They'll go play action here with Allen. Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. What a luxury to have in an offense. A tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills are able to extend the lead.
Makes the score Bills 31, Panthers 16.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Achane. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10.
The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Young going to give it to Brooks. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the Bills' 49-yard line.
Give it up the middle to Brooks. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. The RPO, that one is complete. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Run with Cook, and the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 9. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's going to be caught by Kincaid. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Moore going in motion. On 3rd down, it's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. They run out of the gun. It's Cook, and he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. Third down, 3 to go. From the gun, Josh Allen. Will they get the break they were looking for? It is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Hall. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
McMillan on the slant. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, Carolina.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Slot man going to move in motion left. That one's incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Stop short of the goal line. A 6-yard gain brings up 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
On 4th down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This about as short as you can get. Good snap.
The kick is
good hold. Good kick. And the Panthers will cut
19.
into that lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A run up the middle with Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Ball carrier tackled at the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Allen. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
3rd down and 3. In motion, Shakir. Allen on 3rd down. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On now the punt team, and this one's on its way. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of this. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Leggett in motion. On the RPO, that's out to McMillan. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Now Young. He's got a man. That's McMillan. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. On the ground, it's Brooks. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Williams on the stop. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Young. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
1st and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Back to throw. Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
And he will score. Game on. A.J. Dillon. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. It's up and through. Panthers have cut the deficit to 5.
Panthers 26.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll run with Hook. Wow, look up, see defender all over him. Stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid.
To Dalton Kincaid. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Let's see what they do on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. A run out of the gun with Cook. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Allen now on second down. He's looking deep for Shakir. And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
They'll send out the punt team, and the kick's away. A very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line. Carolina ball So the Panther offense and Tedero McMillan coming back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On play action, Young. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Young. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains. And there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down. And 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
The Bills offense ready to get back at it. On the carry, it's Cook. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Play action. Here's Allen. Now he takes off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Allen now off the bootleg. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Cook. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Bobby Brown brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Look wide. Get this one complete. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. He killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
It's good to see Tyler Bass back out there. Didn't kick at all in 2025 after the hip injury back in training camp, but he's gone out, reclaimed his job, and he adds 3 for the Bills there.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. On the return is Achane. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense back onto the field for their next possession. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. It's picked up by one of his teammates. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. The thoughts of a comeback shattered there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Bills' offense ready to take over once more. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only one timeout remaining for the defense. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff. This is Cook. Yeah. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo as they start things out with a victory. Here in the first week, of this preseason. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.